everybody, it's Mike. Thanks for joining me for another episode of the Heavy Metal Gardener. I don't know, today I'm just gonna kind of show you around, give you fucking lighting, god damn it, give you kind of a recap of what's going on. Yesterday we got some pretty haggard looking tomato plants that I'm gonna try and save. So see all these white fucking fuzzy hairs? I know I told you guys you weren't gonna learn anything, but I kind of lied. Okay, so see all these white fuzzy hairs? Here, let me see. All up and down there. Those are all potentially roots. So if you bury these motherfuckers, like almost to the first set of leaves there, all those little white hairs will turn into roots, and it should in fact save the plant. So you guys see what these look like now? I'm gonna do like a weekly update as to how they're doing. Look, I got some basil in here and some other herbs and stuff. My tomatoes. It's gonna be fucking cool. I'm excited because apparently planting basil next to your tomatoes keeps pests away, but it also helps improve the flavor of the tomatoes. How? I'm not sure. I'm not a fucking scientist. That's a little more technical than I'm trying to get into. You know what? The one thing I can't fucking grow this year? Marigolds. For some reason, I've got like a handful. Can't fucking do it. But I've got Cosmos. These ones. The biggest thing with gardening, and I wish I'd found out that I liked gardening, you know, sooner than I did. But I guess I wasn't in that point in my life. But anyways, patience. I'm not a fucking patient guy. If my seeds don't start germinating within a week, I start panicking and I'll plant a fucking 100 more. So last year was kind of a ready, fire, aim approach to my gardening. This year is more of a go by numbers, law of averages. You know, for every 10 seeds you plant, at least one should sprout. And in most cases did. Actually, in most cases, all of them fucking sprouted, and I ended up with way more plants than I was actually assuming I would. But yeah, patience. So these are Cosmos. Germination time on these things are like fucking like over 2 weeks. These ones, Delphiniums, up to a month. Lupine or lupin or however the fuck you want to pronounce it, those are, you know, can take 3 weeks to a month. My herbs, I don't know, I should have started those indoors, excuse me, because the only thing that's working right now is the tarragon, and that was the same as, oh no, I got some summer savory here, oh no, I got some fucking basil. This is the exciting part about starting shit from seed, is like you're looking, holy fuck, there's a seedling, you know, and then yeah, you get super excited. It's really cool. I have a blast with it. You know the good thing about plants versus kids? They don't talk back to you. Sorry kids, love you. But yeah, it's fucking cool. So yeah, I just planted a whole ton of variety of stuff. We got a fucking ton of seeds from last year, and then the girls' school did a fundraiser, like a seed drive fundraiser. So yeah, give me 2 seconds here and I'll be right back. Hey Elliot, who's got 2 thumbs and help me plant all this corn?
Guy.
No, this guy.
This guy.
This guy.
This guy.
So yeah, he helped me plant all this fucking corn. Obviously I don't curse and swear like that in front of my kids. I'm not a religious man, but I don't think kids need to be fucking cursing and swearing the way I do. But anyways, yeah, I've got probably about 150 corn plants, ballpark, because I panicked when the first seeds I planted in here didn't grow, so I fucking did even more, and then little bits of both fucking batches I planted started growing. So I've got like sweet corn, I've got peaches and cream, and then I've got a third kind, I don't remember what it is, but yeah, so that should be interesting. And then the same thing happened with the cucumber. They're not as big. Like these ones here are cucumbers, and I've got like probably 3 or 4, fucking get the hell out of there. I got probably 3 or 4 different kinds of cucumbers. Oh, these ones are turning white. Shit. And yeah, I don't remember exactly what kind, but last year we turned our cucumbers into pickles and they were delicious. But apparently, I'll show you guys the chart that I based all my fucking my evil genius, my master plan as far as gardening. I'll show you the chart that I used, that I planned everything around. I didn't, like I said, I didn't do a whole lot of research into things. I kind of just do it by feel, and then when something's wrong, then I go and figure it out. And by then it's usually too fucking late. So yeah, we got like at least 3 or 4 kinds of fucking cucumbers. And apparently, according to companion planting, most cucumbers like the tendril and like vine, and you know, lots of people will use trellises. You don't need fucking trellis. Use the corn. The fucking shit will climb right up the corn, so you can pick a fucking corn on the cob and a cucumber at the same time. Boom, done. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for the corn. Sorry guys about the fucking lighting. I'm gonna try and I've got my potatoes here. Okay, so I already told you guys about the lettuce. I fucking accidentally, well, not accidentally, I planted a whole bunch of lettuce, and I didn't think most of it would come up, but then I ended up with 48 heads of iceberg lettuce because every fucking one grew. But little store-bought red baby potatoes. They started chitting. Chitting is what the fucking technical term is for when potatoes start growing their eyes. Oh, this better not be an asshole right beside my garden. Chitting is what potatoes, it's called when potatoes grow their eyes. And we had a little bag that we left for 3 weeks, I guess, and they started growing their eyeballs. So I'm like, cool, let's fucking plant them. And look, that's what happened. And I've got another batch way in the back. But my potatoes are exploding. Last year's potatoes looked almost as good as this, but I didn't get a very good yield. I only had like, out of maybe 15 plants, we only got like 30 pounds of potatoes. It was actually kind of sad. And then okay, so moving on from potatoes, nasturtiums. And again, I got all of this off the one chart that I'll show you guys here in a bit. Actually, fuck, hold on 2 seconds. Okay, so I've got this fucking chart here. Hold on, I'll show you guys. That I found. I just Googled companion planting, and it brought me to the images. So I didn't even like go onto a specific website. I just Google imaged something, and this is what it gave me. And this is where I learned, not learned, but this is how I planned most of my shit. But I learned about nasturtiums, and those are those fucking peppery kind of edible leaves. And apparently you can eat the petals. None of them have started blooming yet, but we're gonna fucking try some when they do grow, and it'll be good. But yeah, my whole fucking master plan was based off of this little piece of paper that I printed from the internet, and then whatever experiences I had from last year. So I mean, fuck, I'm doing not bad. Like, I don't claim to be a master grower. I'm not a fucking master gardener. I'm just a guy that discovered way too late that he likes to grow shit, because it's fucking cool watching stuff grow from seed, and then, you know, watching it sprout like that. I was so excited over there about my herbs coming up finally after 2 fucking weeks. But another thing I learned, and I know I told you guys you weren't going to learn anything, but you know what? Fuck it, if I can help someone get a little bit better results. So don't soak your seeds in water. Soak your seeds in peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, because eventually when it breaks down hydrogen, you know, that's like the first thing in H2O. And apparently what it does is it opens up everything so that like it gives the seed better chance of absorbing nutrients and the roots. Like say you've got some algae growing on one of your fucking seedlings at home, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna lose all my shit. Fret not. Get some fucking peroxide, a little bit of that over top of your fucking seedling, not over top of your seedling, over top of the soil, and watch that shit bubble. It'll kill all the fucking algae. Seedling saved. And it helps the roots, you know, absorb more nutrients too. Yeah, it's awesome shit. And so the only 2 things that didn't work this year that I fucking soaked in peroxide, and I don't know why it's not working, is my beans. My beans didn't grow. Actually, no, that's not true. I had a fucking batch of beans that I started indoors, and they died when I put them outside. Why? I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that yet, and I know there's an explanation for it. I don't fucking know what it is yet, but it's coming. But yeah, so I killed off all my fucking beans, and I replanted, because like I said, I'm fucking impatient. If my shit doesn't start growing within a week, I'm like, oh, why isn't this working? And I get all depressed and discouraged. So I planted another 2 rows of beans along the peas, because beans are a cool weather crop. They don't mind being in the shade for a little while, you know. And like my peas get sun after about 2 o'clock, they start getting sun. So from 2 till 8 p.m, like, they're good. So yeah, it's working out pretty good. And then yeah, like, I've got basil, I've got like 6 different no, okay, so when I said I cheated on some things, I bought my tomatoes, I bought my purple broccoli, purple cauliflower, and there's an orange cauliflower over there as well. I bought my peppers, and I bought my tomatoes. Not all my peppers though. Some of them I started from seed. this little fucker right here, I don't know what he is, but I started him from seed. Same with this little fucking guy, and I've got high hopes for these guys. I mean, they're pretty small right now. And then same with this guy. I don't know what he is, but they still look good. They're growing and they're green and they don't look sickly, so I think I might be doing something right. But then my bell pepper, I actually I learned that yeah, you don't want your peppers to start fruiting too early in the season. Like here in BC, we have a pretty short season. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Last year, anybody that followed my garden, I had my shit fucking rototilled and planted before the end of March because it was already 20 degrees out. I could get down like 1.5 feet and dig all my shit up because that was the first year of my garden. Like I didn't know what was in here, so I wanted to do it as properly as I knew how and go from there. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. I don't even know what I'm really talking about. So these little bastards, talking about patience, fucking morning glories. These are supposed to be like a climbing vine with beautiful blue flowers. Jesus fucking Christ. If I had known that they were going to take 3 weeks to a month to fucking grow, and even then I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even have 10 out of like the 100 seeds that I planted. Fuck. So yeah, as far as the veggies go, I only cheated on a few of them. Flowers, I'm not a florist. I don't know about flowers. I like them. They're pretty and they're necessary to bring bees and butterflies and hummingbirds and all the fucking wicked ass pollinators that we all take for granted. But yeah, the clematis, it was funny. I was like, hey baby, I just planted your clit. She's like, oh. It was hilarious. The reaction was totally worth it. And then I got like just a fuck ton of nasturtiums. I bought like 3 packs of seeds. I went balls to the wall. I went for numbers this year. I didn't really go for tactics. I went for fucking numbers. Law of averages. You know, you plant 1 seed, odds are 10 are gonna grow. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? My shit grew. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, I gotta harvest some lettuce today because it's fairly cool out and it's starting to get big. Fucking watermelons, like I said like 3 episodes ago, I guess. These are watermelons genetically engineered for Canadian fucking winters. Like they're Canadian watermelons. I don't know if they were engineered. Like they're not GMO. It didn't say anything about GMO on the fucking pack or anything. So they're probably organic, but I mean, some guy took a long time to figure out how to make watermelons grow in a Canadian climate because, as everyone knows, we've got like maybe 5 decent months of weather, and then you get the shaft. That's how it goes. Pumpkins. Fucking pumpkins are cool. I got 5 pumpkins out of last year's vines. And again, first time doing it, never fucking assholes. I got 5 pumpkins last year out of the three vines that we had. And they were all right. Oh, I am so mad right now. Okay, common misconception about metalheads. We're not all angry people just because their music is loud and obnoxious, you know, and some of us are. You know, don't get me wrong, some of us straight up are assholes because you know what, who the number 1 asshole in the garden is? This guy. But yeah, fucking most metalheads are actually pretty happy, pretty decent human beings. One of my favorite bands, for instance, Amon Amarth, I've met them twice. Most humble people you would ever meet. They're like my size, 6'4", 6'5". Fucking, well, I weigh about as much as they do now, but back then when I met them, I was skinny compared to them, but fucking humblest guys in the world, you know. They were just so happy that you could come to their show, and they were thanking you for coming to their show, you know. Lazarus AD, me and my buddy Adam, he was fucking hammered, so he probably doesn't remember this, but at a little place in Edmonton called the Starlight Room, like personal venue, like 200 people max, which is fucking awesome. If you're a metalhead, you know what I'm talking about. The big shows are good, but small venues are where it's at. And we were outside during intermission, and we met the singer for a band called Lazarus AD from California. And yeah, we were talking to the guy, and Adam's like, yeah man, keep on not sucking. It was fucking hilarious. And the guy's like, right on, I will. Love you, Adam. Miss you, buddy. Fucking yeah, good shit. So I don't know, I'm sure you guys are over this little fucking tour. I've got more assholes, fucking assholes, Okay, so my sunflowers, my titans, which are actually like growing very well right now, are right next to these assholes. And I showed you guys that the other day, and you know, it is what it is. But fuck, landlord brought a new trap over. One thing I get a lot of is, why do you put so much effort into a rental property? It's not for him. I'm doing it for fucking me, because it makes me feel good about my environment. You know, I don't need a fucking reason to do this shit. It makes me feel good. So, I don't know. Excuse me. Flowers, fucking good shit. She's looking really happy. The other two, not so much. And you know what? The ugly stepsister, she's trying, folks. I'm rooting for her. I'm gonna turn her into like some sort of butter or edible if she turns out to be a she. If they turn out to be a male, well, obviously I'm gonna fucking torch it and bury it and get rid of it. But I'm rooting for the ugly stepsister. I have hopes for her. Fuck, she's ugly. Look at that shit. Like half-formed leaves. I don't know what went wrong with the germination process there, but out of the 4 that I planted, that one just, it got dropped on its head or something. And I didn't actually drop it, but fuck yeah, check that shit out. It's gonna be good. I don't even know what kind these are. These are like mystery seeds that I've had for a fucking long time. Vegetable seeds don't last as long as weed seeds. I found I've had seeds, you know, stashed away for over a decade, put them in some fucking dirt and watch them grow. It's cool. Nature, if there's anything I've learned about fucking nature and, you know, just growing shit, is that it wants to grow. You give it a chance, odds are it will work. Okay, song of the day. Lazarus AD. Speaking of fucking Lazarus AD, let's get a song from them. Let's, well, there's actually 3 really good songs from there. There's Revolution, Last Breath, and what the fuck was the last one? You know what, just go with the 2 for now. Lazarus AD, Last Breath, Revolution. Great songs. Rock on.